4,000 sexual assault kits are sitting on the shelves of evidence lockers in Clark County. Rape kits, untested. And while there are several reasons the DNA was never processed, cases dropped, suspects pleaded guilty, victims are still angry that a backlog exists.
Rape is just as bad as murder. It's just as bad as theft. It's just as bad as a criminal offense, if not worse, because you're taking someone's right away. You're taking a part of their soul away from them. So why isn't it as important?
Carmel Gadsden's reaction isn't unusual. In fact, we are told it's how most victims feel. Many of those untested kits are from dropped cases. But as PhD Shauna Davis tells us, nationwide, victims don't want their cases dropped.
80% of victims claimed that their cases were dropped against their wishes. They wanted their cases to progress, but it was dropped due to various reasons.
It is not just a Nevada problem, it's a nationwide problem. And the fight to fix it started in Washington.
Key programs to address sexual assault, including the backlog in testing rape kits.
Congresswoman Dina Titus at the center of it all, co-sponsoring a bill, now law, called the SAFER Act, that expands the grants laboratories like that of the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department use to test the kits. If they take the money, they open themselves up to Department of Justice audits and reporting. Dina Titus says that's crucial.
A person has already been victimized by the crime. You don't want them victimized by the system as well.
Advocates say the DNA kits can be just as crucial.
It's absolutely true.
Danielle Dreitzer of the Rape Crisis Center has seen that firsthand.
DNA is critical. It's really critical to successful prosecution. It's not the only piece of evidence that gets used, but it certainly is tremendously helpful.
So we wanted to see if Metro, where most of the rape kits collected in southern Nevada end up, was as eager to get the funds as the advocates are. When we asked Metro, we were referred to the laboratory. When we got there, we were not allowed to have a reporter inside, but on the phone they expressed doubt that they would apply for the grants, telling us they were unsure. That reaction is something Congresswoman Titus was not prepared for.
Well, I hate to hear that. I think maybe it's a reflection that they don't need them at this point, but you know, the legislature just passed a law last time that may compound the problem.
That law requires anyone arrested and charged with a felony to have their DNA logged, an effort to expand the database. Goes into effect in 2014. Titus fears it will just add to the backlog, and victims like Gadsden are just as worried.
Where's the petition? We need to get this going. Why would you not? They apply for everything else that they need funding for, but when did crimes against people or humanity become not, when it comes to the sexual aspect, when did that become not important?